Buongiorno and welcome to Lisa's Italian Kitchen. Well, here we are on a blustery, cold January day. Fortunately, I have lots of delicious recipes from northern Italy to keep you warm. As you may know, the food in northern Italy is a little heavier due to the weather than it is in southern Italy where it's always warm. They use many more cheeses and more delicious, rich sauces. Today we're making a wonderful dish, veal cannelloni. Now you might say, cannoli? No, cannoli is the dessert. Cannelloni is a type of tubular pasta that we stuff. So let me show you the difference that I have right here between manicotti and cannelloni. So manicotti is very popular in the United States because it's used more in southern Italy. And as you may know, here in the United States, because we have more people from southern Italy that came to live in the United States, we have more of a prevalence of southern Italian cuisine. So a manicotti like this is ridged, as you see, so it holds the tomato sauce. Remember my videos about the pastas that hold your tomato sauces better. So it's ridged, but it's a thicker pasta. Okay, so it's a heartier dish. Traditionally, these are filled in southern Italy with ricotta, parsley, parmigiano. We make a mixture of egg, much like lasagna filling. And then for cheese lasagna. And then we stuff this and we bake it in a classic red sauce. If you want to fill manicotti with meat, you can, but typically we do a cheese filling. This is a cannelloni. Look, you see the difference right away between the manicotti and the cannelloni. The manicotti is a thicker pasta. Cannelloni is very, very thin and delicate. It's a short, tubular pasta, perfectly liscio, as we say in Italian, or flat, smooth. There are no ridges. This is because we make these in northern Italy with a cheese sauce. And the cheese bechamella doesn't have to stick to the pasta. It's going to adhere naturally. We don't have to worry about the ridges. This is a very delicate, lighter pasta than the manicotti, and traditionally filled in northern Italy with meat filling. Today we're doing the veal cannelloni, which is the classic dish from the Piemonte region up north of Milan, and it's topped with a delicious cheesy bechamella. So, now that you know the difference between your two tubular pastas, and as you know in my cookbook, I make manicotti all the time, being a southern Italian girl, but I just adore this cannelloni filled with veal. This is a very delicate, decadent dish. So, here we go. So to begin our veal cannelloni, we start with the classic sofritto. Now, you'll remember that I've explained sofritto many, many times because it's so common in Italian food all over Italy, north to south. A classic sofritto is olive oil and or butter, depending on the dish and the region, chopped carrots, onion, garlic. Sometimes we add celery, but just the carrots, garlic, and onion is the classic sofritto. So here I just have my sofritto started, and then right here I have sauteed 1 pound of ground veal. Now, as you may know, veal is extremely lean. You're going to have very, very little liquid come from your veal. Look at this. Just there's nothing in the pan. If you want to do it separately in a separate pan like this, you can. Otherwise, if you want to saute it with the sofritto shortly after you soften the onion and the carrot and the garlic, that's fine too, because as I said, there's no grease. There's nothing to drink. So we can add the veal to the sofritto, and then we're just going to saute this for a moment so it all sort of gets mixed in. The veal you just want to cook until all the pink is gone. Remember, veal is not, it's a baby cow. It's not fully grown beef. It's not pork. Therefore, it has, though it's a white meat, it has very, very little grease and oil and takes very little cooking. It's very delicate. So the pink is going to go away right away. And then you're just going to mix this up. So this is our veal part. Now we will make our delicious bechamella. I like to add just a little bit, maybe half a cup of the bechamel to the veal filling so that it sort of coagulates and holds on, the sauce holds on to the meat filling. And then we're going to put the rest of the bechamel over it. We will parboil our cannelloni just for a few minutes because they're going to bake in the oven, and we will make our bechamel next. So here I am making my classic bechamel, which I've made for you many times because it's just a wonderful, wonderful white sauce. We start with 1 stick of butter, unsalted, and I've melted that, to which we're going to add about a cup, 3/4 of a cup of flour, a little bit at a time. Kind of eyeball it. I've put in about half right now. I have it on low heat. And what you want to do is make sure that your butter, incorporate the flour into the butter until you get a pasty-like consistency. A classic bechamel. Look how beautifully it absorbs the flour. People are so intimidated by making a bechamel. I don't know why. It's very simple. The key is keep stirring till you turn your heat off. And of course, you've got your heat on low now. You don't want to burn your butter. Look at that beauty. Look at that velvety. Okay, so now to this, we're adding 1 cup of whole milk. I only use whole milk to cook. I also only use whole cheeses. I know I sound like a broken record. I've said it many, many times, but it makes all the difference in the quality of your dish. So let's just pour in the milk a little bit. Let's start with about a half a cup of milk. And then we're just going to stir that in. This is going to become nice and thick and velvety. To this bechamel, I'm adding Parmigiano Reggiano, the king of all cheeses. This is because this is a cheesy bechamel on the veal cannelloni. You've seen me with other dishes do the same thing. So bechamel, you can serve plain like this, just with the 3 classic ingredients, butter, flour, whole milk. Or you can add Parmigiano, sometimes a pecorino, depending on the dish or the recipe, and then make it sort of a cheesy white sauce. That alone is delicious just on plain pasta. Let's say you want to make a quick dinner for your family. You know, it's been a long day. Boil some pasta, make a quick white sauce. Look, done in 3 minutes. Add a handful, half a cup, 3/4 of a cup of Parmigiano cheese. My children, when they were little, all they asked me for all the time, Mommy, a pasta with butter and cheese. They meant the bechamel. Look at this beautiful, beautiful sauce. Look at that. Gorgeous. To this, I'm going to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and a good 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup of Parmigiano Reggiano. And then we're going to stir this up. And this is a wonderful, wonderful, rich, cheesy sauce that we're going to put a little bit inside the veal filling and then on top of the veal cannelloni. Perfection. Remember, after you parboil your pasta, I boiled the cannelloni for only 4 minutes because we want them to retain their shape. Then I put cold water on them to stop any further cooking. They'll cook again when they're baking in the oven. So here we have our delicious veal mixture with the sofrito added, the carrots, onion, and garlic. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little, look at this beautiful bechamel. I'm going to add a little bit of the bechamel. You don't have to do this. If you prefer just to keep the veal plain and then put the bechamel on top. I like a little bit of the bechamel, not too much, with the veal mixture. This makes the veal mixture nice and creamy. And then we're going to spoon this in with a small spoon into the cannelloni. I put a little bit of the bechamel on the bottom of the casserole as well for this delicious, rich, decadent dish, perfect for a cold January night. The easiest way that I find to stuff is just hold your little finger at the bottom of the other side of the tube. Just stuff it till you feel that it's full. There, I feel it now at the bottom. Press it down. I just use a very small espresso spoon to do this. Because here's a tip that's very important. Because I only parboil the cannelloni shells for 4 minutes in boiling water, they're not too soft. They hold their shape and they don't crack when I fill them. That's very important to remember. So if you overcook the shells, they'll be more difficult to fill. You're going to bake this for about 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes at 325, and these are going to cook the rest of the way. The cannelloni shells will cook the rest of the way. Are we ready? Ma guarda che bellezza. Look at that beauty. You have your little bit of Parmigiano on top that's nice and golden. We have our Veal cannelloni that are perfectly cooked. We have our beautifully cooked Veal cannelloni. Look at that cheesy, delicious mixture. So cooked perfectly. The cannelloni are cooked al dente, perfect, stuffed with the veal. Look at that. Cheese sauce sticks to the pasta perfectly. What a wonderful, delicious, warming dish on a cold winter's night. So, buon appetito. Ciao, ciao.